CJ Flyer back with the fire, another YouTube video. Now, I haven't been making any videos on these NBA 2K26 Courtside Reports. I've been keeping the news releases strictly to posts on my channel. However, I felt like this mode, this Courtside Report, deserved its own video. And not really just this mode, but this first little piece of news right here. The WNBA is coming to NBA 2K26 MyTeam mode. And unlike the other modes in the NBA 2K games, where they kept the NBA players and WNBA players separate, you can now have WNBA and NBA players on the court at the same time. You could put together the Splash family lineup of Steph Curry and Caitlin Clark. You could have Angel Reese and Shaq together on the court at the same time. In fact, they have this little clip here of them together in Chicago Sky jerseys. The possibilities are endless. MyTeam for a while now has been more of an arcade mode. When 2K first introduced MyTeam mode in NBA 2K13, and even for the couple years after that, 2K14, and I'd argue the beginning of 2K15, they were trying to keep it more of a simulation style with, historical elements to it, where the best players in MyTeam mode were the best players all time in the NBA. But we've seen in recent years, you've got 99 overall Taco Fall, you've got 99 overall Yao Ming, you got Shaquille O'Neal shooting three-pointers from half court. I mean, you got all it's an arcade mode at this point, is what it is. It's a way to draw interest, to draw attention, to get people to buy unique cards and packs, or to just, put hours into the game to unlock different rewards. That's how, it differs from the other modes. There's like a reward-based element to it. So now they're looking to draw more attention here, adding the WNBA to the MyTeam mode. And it's already drawing a ton of attention, and I think, not only are they going to get the WNBA community into playing MyTeam mode with this, but also I think it's drawing interest from people that haven't played MyTeam mode much in the past few years, just with the popularity of the league rising, of course. So it not only is adding the WNBA into MyTeam what is drawing interest to MyTeam mode for this upcoming game, but you can also see they're bringing back All-Star Team Up. Now, All-Star Team Up, for those of you that are not aware, was a mode that was in previous 2Ks. I forget which 2K they removed it last from. It might have been like 2, 3, 4 years ago now. Anyways, it was completely separated from MyTeam mode, and basically it was in the play now online realm, so to speak, where you would enter this matchmaking with 9 other people, and then it would normally be like East All-Stars versus West All-Stars, or just East all-time players versus West all-time players, and you had a timer to go through a randomized list of players that you could choose from, and everyone was put to a different position, point guard through center, and then it would just be like park mode, playing with your my player, except in this case it's or like rec mode where you're playing with my player, but in this case it's a 5v5 NBA game with different players. Honestly, it makes sense that it would be incorporated into MyTeam mode rather than it being separated from Play Now Online. But that being said, with it being in MyTeam mode, based on the footage we've seen in the Courtside Report YouTube video, it would appear that you're going to need to have the MyTeam cards to be able to play to be able to compete in the All-Star Team Up, right? You could get matched up with players that have GOAT tier cards, and you're rolling in with Sapphire cards, just as an example. I think that's probably a bit extreme, but just a quick example of what I'm talking about here. If you don't have the best of the best cards, it might be harder to compete with the players that have the best of the best cards. And I feel like this mode, it's going to draw a lot of people in, at least in the first month when the playing field is pretty even. But we'll see how it goes as we go throughout the year. I don't know if it'll be, card rating based matchmaking or what have you. But it'll be interesting to see. I think, if anything, 2K is going all out this year really trying to draw people back into the MyTeam mode. I can even, speaking for myself, I don't think I've spent more than a few hours within the first month of the game's release, playing MyTeam mode since 2K, was it 2K20 or 2K21? And even then, I didn't put that much time into it. Just, it was already partway through the game's life cycle. So really, the last time I put extensive time into MyTeam mode myself was probably like 10 years ago at this point, 8 to 10 years ago. So, and even this caught my attention. So, honestly, this is great business decision by NBA 2K. I think they're going to get a lot of people playing this game. It looks like they're adding some of their popular multiplayer modes to single player as well, the salary cap mode. So that'll be exciting to see how that plays out. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I think it'll be pretty exciting to see the different NBA and WNBA, teams that you can put together with these crazy three-point shooting lineups. Obviously, I think everyone else is also curious to see what kind of different ratings. They said in the video that they're going to balance it out as far as WNBA players able to be competitive with the NBA players on the court. So I am curious to see, as far as like strength rating, rebound ratings, dunking ratings, block ratings, just everything across the board. See how it's going to match up, especially considering, average, generally speaking, like WNBA players are much shorter than the average NBA player, right? The tallest WNBA players, at least, playing at the center position, most often are generally no taller than, around 6'3" to 6'7". And meanwhile, the average NBA height, I believe, is around like 6'5", if I remember correctly, 6'5", 6'6". So it'll be interesting to see how they're going to balance that out. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And stay tuned for some more NBA 2K26 tutorials and news videos.